And welcome back to Resident Evil Zero for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright my friends, welcome back. So, we just got the hookshot. This was like a little two-player moment. We can come back to this later on. We need a magnetic card for that, but we don't actually gain access to that just yet. We actually have to go back and get an item that I deliberately left behind for item storage reasons. We now have the hookshot. So you don't have to enter that crawl space there on the left. You can actually go through this door, because you can actually unlock it from the other side. So saves you having to enter the crawl space. It's not really that different though. There's still a cutscene that takes you into this room now. Be aware of this fridge, because it's about to burst open like that. There you go, right, he's taken out. Just a little bit of a heads up for everybody. Okay, so we got the hookshot, which can gain us access to a new area now that we wouldn't normally be able to gain access to. Now, if I remember correctly, it's just in the next cabin. So, are we going to come across more zombies? Yes, we are. There's actually one right behind me as well, as you can see. There we go, right. I'm going to go ahead and take these out with the handgun ammo now, because I've got plenty of it, and these zombies, they don't really disappear. So if you come back into a cabin and there's 2 more zombies there, there's going to be 4 zombies in that room, so I don't really feel like getting ambushed. But this is what we need to do. We need to come over to this little window area here, and we can actually use the hookshot now. There we go, just send ourselves all the way to the top of the train once again. I hate being on top of the train, but I guess it's somewhat necessity based. Now down below there is another cabin. Alright, there should be a zombie down there as well, so be on your guard. Might want to reload your gun actually. I think I have enough ammo. Nope, not currently in the gun, but that'll do. Let's go ahead and take this guy out first. There we go. So that is another knife on the floor there. That is what I said in the previous episode. I think that zombie's getting back up actually. He's not quite done, no. Stay down. Alright. So over here is a little jewellery box. And inside that jewellery box is another ring. Now we need 2 rings in this game. So go ahead and make sure that you examine this box. Because there you go, there is the silver ring, I believe it's called. Yep, we already have the gold ring, so now we have 2 rings, and you can go ahead and just leave this hookshot behind, because we don't need it anymore. How's the sink doing? It stayed with someone's blood. Perhaps one of the passengers. Of course it is. And oh jeez, here we go. The leech eggs and all that stuff is, yeah, gonna start hatching. We've already seen plenty enough of these on the train. They are everywhere. Not very nice. Gives you a little bit of a heads up right before you enter that area of the train. They're not really worth shooting or wasting ammunition on. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to come back round here, because the last time we were here with Billy, I left a ton of items. Not really a ton of items, I left the herbs there obviously. But in here I think I remember leaving some handgun ammo. So whilst I'm here I'm going to go ahead and grab that, because it kind of makes sense. There is a first aid spray here and a closet behind me that I can't gain access to because it's fitted with some sort of special lock. So kind of have to leave that. I'm not going to bother with the ink ribbons, I'm going to leave them there. We can save our game later on at the mansion. So I'm pretty much done here for the time being. Yeah, I'm going to head back now. These leeches do kind of grab hold of your body, and they do a little bit of damage I think, but not too much. It's best just to try and avoid it altogether if you can. Right, so now that we've got both the rings, we can go ahead and exchange that with Billy. Let's go ahead and do this now. Let's see, what should I give away? I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Exchange with that. Let's go ahead and actually give all of that away, because we're probably going to need... Actually no, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to exchange that for nothing. There we go. Rebecca can hold on to the briefcase that we're about to come across.
Let's regroup. Okay.
Alright, let's just go ahead and switch back to Rebecca. Are there any more zombies on this train? I heard something. Let's go ahead and take it out for the sheer sake of it so that we don't run into trouble later on. some sort of Texas shootout. Yeah, because I think the next time we come through here is going to be somewhat of the, you know, the timer countdown area when we use the magnetic card and all that stuff. And there might be another 2 zombies on top of that, and then that's where you can get into trouble, because there might be 4 in that area that are going to be blocking your path. So I like to try and avoid that if I can. I haven't actually been in this room yet. This is a save room. I'm not too overly worried about saving the game, although I am tempted to, I have to admit. I'm not really going for like a good ranking or anything like that. I'm just really playing the game casually and having some fun. So I tell you what I might do. I might actually go ahead and save the game here, because the next sequence that we're going to be doing is going to involve a risk-worthy bit to a certain degree, because if you mess it up you get an instant game over, and I would rather not you know, get into trouble there. I'm going to go ahead and save over this. This is an old save. I have played this game before, of course. Only about 2 times over the years, not really that much, but I do know the game well enough to know my way around. So yeah, we left the briefcase in the cupboard, and that briefcase takes 2 rings to actually open it. It's one of those weird Resident Evil type puzzles, you know, the good old stuff, the classic puzzle solving stuff that you find in pretty much all the old school classic Resident Evil games. It should just be in this cupboard over here. I left it here on purpose because I knew I was coming back here for it anyway. We can now go ahead and grab that. So if you examine the briefcase, it will tell you that there is, you know, 2 slots on it that you can fill with these. There you go. I nearly went to equip the ink ribbon with the briefcase just then. How stupid would that have been? There we go. So now we can go ahead and unlock the briefcase. All for the sake of a card. That is all we needed from this room. That is all we freaking needed. Alright, let's go ahead and leave this room once again, because now that we have the card we can gain access to the next area on this train, which can only be opened with a blue key card. Which, lucky for us, we've just acquired. It's quite a good day actually. There we go. The door is now unlocked. You won't be needing this keycard anymore. Good, let's go.
I'll go.
Are you coming, Billy?
This way.
Yeah.
There we go, right. Alright, so we've got the blue keycard, and now here is another cutscene.
This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
What happened?
And they are dead. Just like that. Tell you, these leeches are everywhere on this train. All over the shots. Now this is why I intentionally saved the game, because the next part that we're going to be doing is going to involve a little bit of maths. So if you're good at maths, that's a good thing, because you kind of need to add up to a certain number in this next sequence.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
Okay, so it's down to us to stop the train, which requires us to be on both ends of the train. Alright. So, who will stay behind? I'm probably going to leave Rebecca behind, because Billy's got the shotgun and he's got a higher defense than Rebecca, so it does make sense.
Back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy,
What?
be careful.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got enough space, and that's quite good, because obviously what we need for this sequence is the magnetic card. So go ahead and make sure that you pick that up, because otherwise you're going to completely botch the entire thing up. There is some handgun ammo over here if you want to go ahead and grab that as well, just for the sake of it. And now we can go ahead and leave this area with Rebecca. She's going to operate the controls on her end, and we need to operate the controls on the other end. So let's go ahead and just avoid these zombies, because you don't really need to fight these. They're just going to kind of eat up your time a little bit more. I will try and avoid as many zombies as I can, because I like to conserve all my ammo for later on. And as you can see, that zombie's gone. And Edward's body is gone as well, so screw you. I was trying to get past you, that normally works, but okay, back off. Let's go ahead and just leave that one behind as well. It's the next cabin that can prove to be a little bit risky, shall we say. Because as I said in the previous episode, there can be 4 zombies in this one cabin. Or maybe it's the next one, I can't entirely remember, but let's have a look in here. Yep, it is actually 4 zombies. That's not very nice. And that is why I picked up the handgun ammo. Jeez, oh no, not a good place, not a good place. Stay back, there we go. Right, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. So that's pretty much the worst cabin taken care of. I guess there's 4 zombies in that room anyway. I thought they normally build up from leaving the zombies behind, but here is Edward's body. You normally get a cutscene here with Rebecca. You don't actually have to officially kill him, but you can if you want to put him out of his misery. So I might just do that for a little bit of fan service, I suppose. Now we have to get the hell out of this place and operate the controls to stop this train. So I'm going to be on one side and Rebecca's going to be on the other, and this is where the maths game comes into play here. That zombie's already taken care of. Frosty. That's what I'm going to call that one. So here we go. Little bit of an anxiety based moment here, because if we mess this up, as I said, we get an instant game over. Alright. So yeah, this is why I said if you come here without the magnetic keycard, this is where you're gonna, like, your heart's gonna explode out your chest like a bad Alien movie, or a good one depending on your preferences, and you're gonna crap your pants, because now you have to use the magnetic keycard here to get the number 81. So what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to use some high numbers first, like 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 80, and I guess I'll just go over 1 at the end there as well. That will clear that one away first. And now we've just got Rebecca's as well.
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Okay, so now it's Rebecca's turn to do this. We have to do this twice, and Rebecca's got a harder one here, or Billy, depending on who you left behind. Yeah, our one's invisible, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 34, 36, that'll do nicely. That clears that easy enough for us. And there we go, we can just stop the train and get the hell out of this place. We've done this train in about 45 minutes, which isn't too bad. I always think of Resident Evil 0 as a game that's solely based around a train, but it's not really. A high portion of it is actually taken place in the mansion. But I have to say, I do like the train aspect. It certainly gave this game the creepy feel that it needed right for the start. There we go, a bit of a crash landing in that case. And we are done. Train has come to an end. This is officially our stop. And Billy's dead. Nope, apparently not. Just a couple of grazes.
Rebecca?
The mother love tattoo is still intact, as you can see.
Here.
And you'd think to a certain degree we'd get separated at this point in the game, but we have somehow ended up in the same place together.
Stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
We have to find a way out.
Now this is your opportunity to gather up a couple of items that get left behind at this point. There's not a hell of a lot of items here. It really does depend on how many items you left in the train itself. But the train does kind of eject some items onto the floor out here, like that, for example. I think that's the knife. Don't really want to pick that up. There's the hook shot, you know, first aid spray, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the hook shot because we do need this later on in the game. I'm pretty sure of it. And I don't really think I need it, but it's always good to have one of these on standby just in case. I will take a first aid spray on me as well. There isn't really much else left for us here. Yeah, no, there's really nothing else left here from the train. Apart from the knife and a couple of dead corpses, I think we're probably good. So now we have to take the sewers as per usual. How the heck we're managing this psychologically, I have no idea. And this of course takes us to the one area in the game where the real challenges and puzzles tend to start. In a classic Resident Evil style mansion. So here we go. I won't talk during this cutscene because there's a little bit of backstory here that you guys might like to hear if you haven't heard it before.
The Umbrella Research Center? The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the male?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
I've got to admit, to a certain degree, he does look like Squall.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
Okay, so a little bit of information for us there, involving the backstory of this game a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the episode here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.